And we're back. Did you miss me? Of course you did. I'm Dusty Thompson, and we're reading my book, Almost Odis. If you haven't gotten your copy, go get it on Amazon. I think it's on sale right now, the Kindle version. If you're following along, we're on page 207. The blog dated Wednesday, October 31st, 2012. Pac-Man wearing Mickey Mouse ears. How appropriate my father has become an officially licensed heathen, i.e., resident of California, on National Pagan Holiday or whatever evangelicals call Halloween, while still buying Snickers in bulk for the children. That's my excuse too. I buy candy, but I don't ever give it out. I eat it all myself. I used to be a child, so it's only fair. The dad's free gift with purchase was a fair amount of attitude from a woman in a multicolored wig, which was apparently not a costume. Again, I apologize, Silesia. And stickers that made his Grapes of Wrath truck legitimate, but only in the sense it is no longer illegal to drive it. It is still illegal to think you're cute in it, as I am continually reminded each time I must commandeer it to transport him for the purposes of healthcare or yarn procurement. I'm very skilled at yarn procurement, just saying. This has been an arduous process, the likes of which I have never seen. When he moved to this great state in September of 2011, his tags had expired the previous month. When I asked him about it, he said he'd get around to it sooner or later. As the sole driver of said vehicle, I was nervous every time I drove it, afraid I would get a ticket for expired tags. And chips are serious about their tickets out here, believe you me. If you don't know what chips means, you are far too young to understand my humor and should laugh at random intervals so grown folks think you get it. The nervousness was apt when I was stopped back in January for an illegal U-turn while attempting to wrangle a prime parking spot outside Armadillo Willie's barbecue. If it hadn't been for the scooter in the back of the truck, I would have noticed the car directly behind me was a full-on police car with lights and everything. When I got out of the dad's truck wearing Kelly green chinos and said, "I'm so sorry, I didn't see the no U-turn sign. It's my dad's truck and I'm not used to driving it," the cop took pity on me and only gave me the U-turn ticket. I informed my father we were getting tags post-haste or even quicker. To make this story as short as possible, I have been attempting to get him California plates and a driver's license since February. We made it through the written test, communicating across the room with more hand signals than an indecisive first base coach. California requires you to take a written test if you are from another state, regardless of how long you've had your license. And the rules out here are different. There are questions about smoking in your car, which is illegal, phone use in your car, illegal except when dialing 911, and other random things about light rails, child seats, and something about twin babies in the back seat that both I and the dad missed and still don't understand. It's the first time in my whole life I ever got a question wrong on a driving test. Once he had the license, we could get the tags. That's when I realized we were in for a treat with the lovely people at the DMV. My father had, in his assortment of important papers, a Colorado license plate, a Louisiana registration, and a title transferred from Mississippi to Alabama. It's like he was a criminal or something. When I asked how it was possible, he accused me of being too picky. When I informed him that it was the state of California and not I who wanted these three items to be from the same state, he told me I was just trying to figure out a way to make him look dumb. So cut to me spending 4 different days of vacation time over several months attempting to get unwilling state employees to tell me what was acceptable as they changed their minds more than a political candidate. Then I had to contact the respective states, finance companies, and insurance companies to get the necessary paperwork while me padre sat and watched, loudly complaining it was taking too long. Don't make me type out the thoughts running through my head because those are not fit for mouth or print. I get all ridiculous in my head sometimes. I don't know if the impending legality of his truck was the primary motivator for change or he was simply inspired by the political climate, but he decided very recently he could drive himself to the doctor. He was forced to drive himself while I was away for 9 days in the last 2 weeks. However, upon my return, he decided he was fully capable of taking himself to and from his appointments for the foreseeable future. This past Monday, I was headed to work around 7 a.m. while the dad had an appointment at 9:30. That he left the house before me should come as no surprise. I was so excited about the prospect of a day not interrupted using family care leave to cart him home, I took a photo of his truck when I was behind him at a red light. He drives so slow I almost had to pass him. It's a strange photo because his scooter with its side mirrors looks somewhat like a ghost from Pac-Man wearing Mickey Mouse ears, but it was a beautiful sight indeed. If a picture is worth 1,000 words, I would have posted it to the blog and not actually written anything. Alas, it is not worth so many words, but it was worth about the same number of calories I ate as I celebrated with a turkey and cheese croissant from the Palo Alto Baking Company, which is serendipitously on my drive to work if I take 5 extra turns and go about a mile and a half out of my way. I will drive for delicious food. I don't care how long it takes. And driving himself has continued, including yesterday and today and tomorrow. I know that it's a lot of appointments, but we, the doctors and I, are trying to fix everything from bad feet, gnarly toenails, and obesity to poor circulation, lung disease, diabetes, and depression. There should be a reality show about refurbishing the dad to some semblance of good health. We could call it This Old Redneck. I'd be the unwilling family member forced to share the screen and subsequently steal the spotlight and finally get my own TV show as everyone tells me I should have. And when I say everyone, I mean my sister. And this is my new TV show online, so go subscribe so you get more videos of me. And we'll see you next time. Thanks.